Estimated 1 billion animals have been killed during or as a result of Australia's catastrophic bushfire season. And experts fear as many as 100 species of plants and animals are now facing extinction, including koalas. Joining me now is Kathy Lipari, the Executive Editor of News 360. Kathy, good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. It's just extraordinary figures, devastating, isn't it?
They are absolutely devastating figures, as you say. It's just unimaginable to think of a world without some of our, incredibly cute and cuddly and amazing wildlife that Australia is so well known for all over the world. So, those figures that we're now seeing, fears that koalas may be extinct well before 2050, and another really, iconic animals like our long-footed potteroo and our long-nosed bandicoot, those types of animals. It's just devastating. We do need to do whatever we can to look after these animals going forward.
And this is part of the story, isn't it, Kathy, that's really resonated with a lot of people who don't live in Australia, who are overseas and have been drawn to this bushfire crisis, the loss of these icons such as koalas that had already been facing extinction in some parts.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously the koala is just an animal that is associated with Australia internationally. It is an icon, as we've said, and to see that in some parts of New South Wales and Queensland, and Victoria, where we are facing the loss of koalas, would just be an absolute tragedy if we were to allow that to happen. So we really do have to monitor the habitat, monitor the populations. A lot of work is going into that now, which is heartening. There've been such incredibly, heartwarming stories of people who've gone above and beyond, and the volunteers who are actually looking to help to save the animals in certain situations, but also offering protection and donating. We just need to pull out all stops to do what we can to help the likes of the WWF and Wires and the Koala Hospital in Port Macquarie. They really need all our help and donations, not donating and adopting animals, adopting trees, doing whatever we can to ensure that the future for some of these animals is that there is a future, that we do have these animals that are living amongst us going into the future.
Yeah, Kathy, I don't think there are many people out there who would disagree with any of that. No. Kathy Lipari, really appreciate your time this morning. Thanks so much for joining us.